This is a very interesting problem. The key crack to this problem is to try to solve it algebraically. And pretty much all the radical equation problems on the SAT should not be solved algebraically. On the ACT, usually they should or can be. First of all, another trap is you need to plug in the 2 for the A. So it becomes square root of x minus 2 equals y minus 4. Now, so the best thing to do is just plug in the answers. So we plug in 3. We have square root of 1 equals 3 minus 4. So 1 equals negative 1, so 3 does not work. We plug in 6. We have the square root. I think this one works. So then we get 2 equals 2. So 6 works. It's probably the only solution. If we plug in the other answer choice, obviously it has to be because there's no choice for 6 and 2. But if you plug in 2, then you get square root of 2 minus 2 equals 2 minus 4. Again, the square root can't be negative, so 0 equals negative 2. So the answer has to be 6. Okay, now, to do this problem algebraically, it's certainly possible, but it's kind of a waste of time. And it's definitely like a time trap, because you have to check the answers anyway. So you have square root of x minus 2 equals x minus 4. So we square both sides. And yeah, it's going to be kind of complicated a little bit. You get a quadratic. You have to FOIL this out. That's another trap, is that you could just try to square the terms individually. Something a lot of students try to do. And usually not really top students, but and then 0 equals x squared minus 9x plus 18. And this can be factored x minus 3 times x minus 6. You can also use the quadratic formula. Completing the square technically works, but it's a little difficult with an odd term. So we get 3 or 6, and then we test them, and 6 is going to work. As for 4, 3 is not going to work. We're going to get a negative number. You're going to get square root of 1 equals. So then your answer is 6 again. But you're really wasting your time doing all this work with the quadratic when you can just plug in the answers. And like I said, every type of problem I've seen on the SAT like this, you just have to plug in the answers. You're wasting your time getting that quadratic. And that's kind of thing that they're testing you on. This is my book on the Math ACT. It's the only book that emphasizes the most difficult material. It's extremely comprehensive, covers anything you need. Study it thoroughly, you'll get a top score. Goes over a lot of trick solutions, different ways approaching problems.